Fashion never sleeps, and if this week proved anything, it's that luxury fashion is having one of those moments where everything seems to be happening at once. New creative appointments, CEO shakeups, luxury brands expanding globally, Ferrari taking New York, and Prada designing for the moon. No, seriously. A luxury fashion house is now helping dress astronauts for lunar exploration. Fashion has officially left Earth. Let's get into the biggest fashion headlines you need to know this week. The British luxury house has appointed a new CEO, making another major leadership shift in the luxury sector. Now, whenever a fashion house changes leadership, people immediately focus on the runway. But here's what fashion lovers often forget. Creative directors create the vision, CEOs determine whether that vision becomes a successful business. It's experiencing enormous pressure. Consumer spending has slowed, brands are rethinking expansion. And investors want growth, which means executive appointments matter just as much as creative appointments. For McQueen, this signals another step in shaping the house's future chapter. And trust me, the luxury industry executive musical chairs are far from over. Carven. The French fashion house has named Nesselrath as its new designer director. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he previously worked at Saint Laurent, and that's where things get interesting. Saint Laurent has built one of the strongest visual identities in luxury fashion over the past decade. Whenever designers move from one influential house to another, they bring pieces of that experience with them. Not copies, not replicas, but lessons. The question now becomes, what will Nesselrath's version of Carven look like? And most importantly, can he help define a stronger identity for the house moving forward? Fashion loves reinvention. We'll be watching closely. Bouin previously held leadership positions at Zegna and Villeggiatura, making this another significant executive move within the luxury and retail landscape. Luxury retail has become one of the most fascinating battlegrounds in fashion. Zegna brings Villeggiatura to Los Angeles. Now let's talk about luxury lifestyle, because Zegna is bringing its Villeggiatura concept to Los Angeles. For anyone unfamiliar with the term, Villeggiatura refers to an Italian tradition of vacationing and escaping everyday life. Chic, European, I'm answering emails from a villa overlooking the Mediterranean. What makes this interesting is how luxury brands continue expanding beyond clothing. They're no longer selling products, they're selling lifestyles, experiences, atmospheres, entire worlds. Luxury consumers don't just want a jacket, they want the feeling associated with the jacket. And Zegna understands that perfectly. Ferrari announced that it will present its Spring 2027 collection in New York. And honestly, fashion's relationship with Ferrari continues to get more interesting, because Ferrari isn't trying to become a traditional fashion house, it's creating something entirely its own. Part luxury, part performance, part lifestyle, part automotive fantasy. Prada unveiled its new inner layer lunar spacesuit developed alongside Aximum Space for NASA's Artemis IV mission. Prada, moon, spacesuit, same sentence. Fashion and space exploration aren't industries most people naturally connect, but luxury fashion has always been obsessed with innovation, materials, construction, engineering, precision. The same qualities that create exceptional luxury products are also essential when designing equipment intended for lunar exploration. And let's be honest, if humanity is going back to the moon, did anyone really think Prada wasn't going to find a way to get involved? This might be one of the most unexpected fashion collaborations of the decade, and possibly one of the coolest. And if you love fashion and think that is your home base and have a passion for it, subscribe, because fashion is changing fast. And trust me, this is only the beginning. Sincerely, we're in style, Mrs. October, aka the Princess of Fashion, Hailey Henderson. Love you, my beautiful brats.